Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Got it? Mike Bartoon. Got a brick. Protein spill. I'm letting you know right now, you got a brick. Check. Hey. Six guys. Check.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
61, matchbox, lights. Under 10, 10.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Recon, 152 fighter. Switch. Look at me, zipper. Get it.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. That's caught out left by Perriman. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
And now he'll tuck it and run. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Yes.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one, and another first down. They'll run it. Here's Okoye. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone.
They definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Check 40, check 31, check 31. Yep.
Stepping up, he's he's going to keep it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll go with the keeper, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taysom Hill keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready! You bet. 12. You bet.
On first down, Locke caught by his running back, Sayers. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Gale Sayers, 74 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Room here to run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Throwing again on second down. Luck. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Locke. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking win calls.
Throwing on third down, Luck. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. JPP cruising in for the sack that time.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next, and rightly so because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now Sayers. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. From the 36, Luck. He's going to take off with it. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the first down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and, yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it's helped his legs along the way as well.
Man open, it's Goodwin. The end result, 21 yards. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run with the Hall of Famer Sayers, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Check 13. Go ahead. Kill.
Out of the gun, Luck. First out to his left. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Go. Get it.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Protein spill.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, you got three. Three down.
Now the Bengals going to use the first. Their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Here we go. 30 base. Hey, we got 61. Matchbox lights.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something.
Now a hit and Locke lost the football. It's out. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on fourth down, a change of possession anyway. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now Locke. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down. 3rd and 2. Locke. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 47.
On first down, it's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Watch the twist. Hey, he's coming to you. 11 feet.
The final shot before the break. Locke. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? you adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Back to throw, Love. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. A shotgun snap for Love. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Check 37. Come on. Check motion.
On the draw, it's Sayers. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Long. On the crossing route, complete. It's Hope. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Luck now to throw. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to... And he will score! Touchdown, Cincinnati! An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it into the end. end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
2 yards. 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 2
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point try good by Gano. Back now in Cincinnati, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hill, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Check out. Hey. Motion. Get.
He may try and run for this. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw. Hill. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, it's Locke. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it. And this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Gano the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Next to score, Bengals 31, Buccaneers 7. Ryan Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Michael Strahan. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
3 down. Topper! Let's go. Deep grip.
Here's Okoye. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. He can run for it, and he will. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taysom Hill, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the second time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback, the ability to run the ball fearlessly. And, in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last two drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. Now, I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop it? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
64, weak.
And the Buccaneers first down.
Crunch. Hey, watch this, watch this. Look at me, zipper. And the ball fine.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 6 yards there on the keeper at second down.
Yes. Get ready.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
30 base. 6-6.
Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. On fourth down, Hill. The pass nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A run at Sayers' right side. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. A run, this is Sayers. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
No. Check three.
Play action. It's Locke. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but I think the ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on fourth down. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better.
Yeah.